Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Awesome.
Wow, nice. So, may I have your introduction, please?
Yes, sure. My name is Sheila. I am calling you from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. I have done my graduation and post graduation. I started off my career as a lecturer. Then I drifted into market research. But now, for the same past 10 plus years, I am into teaching written and spoken Hindi for all age groups here from home. This is it about me.
Okay, nice. Good to hear that. Okay, so I would like to ask you one question. How long have you been learning this English language?
Uh, Basically, learning, I am like, no, I'm polishing my language. I started off very young when I was in my school days.
Okay,
So, yeah, so now I found this platform. So it is a nice way of keeping myself in practice.
okay. You are just trying to carve your English language, right?
Yes, yes. And how
Yeah.
long have you been into this journey?
Basically, it's been 3 years since when I started my channel.
Okay,
Yeah. Before that, I used to just, talk with myself and record my voice. So
okay,
3 years ago, I started my channel, and started making my own videos and uploading it on
okay,
YouTube. That's how I
okay,
started my journey. But I was very hesitant earlier. I can say I had the kind of inhibition. I was very
okay,
crude earlier. Yeah. So,
okay.
by speaking again and again and doing self-talk, I think that
Mm,
I had some kind of confidence that moment. But yeah, I didn't have this much confidence which I'm having right now. Earlier, I used to feel fear to deal with male, to speak in English basically. So yeah, by talking with people again and again
mm.
on every single day, so I think that has magnified my confidence as well as my communication skills.
Okay, good, good, good. Nice. So, and what else now you do to, like keep it going? What do you do apart from conversations? Anything else you do?
I have started again, reading things. Earlier, I used to read books. Yeah, again, I have started it. I can say I started over reading
Oh,
newspaper and
okay.
finding out some words, collecting words from
Hmm,
anywhere. If I come across any concrete, interesting word, I write down in my diary.
hmm,
Yeah.
hmm,
So these
hmm.
kind of things I'm doing right now. And whenever it comes to read things out loud. So yeah, I do it. I read things
That
out
also.
loud. Yeah.
Okay, 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 good. So, what do you think, like when somebody is, lacks this confidence, to build up the confidence, what should one do?
To build the confidence, I can say this is the key line that the more you speak, the better you become. And I think it has worked. For me, it has worked a lot. So I can say by speaking again and again, and I can say I speak at least 7 to 8% on every single day, audio
Okay,
video both. So that has magnified my way of speaking, and that's how I just grabbed the confidence basically by speaking again and again. It's not it does not matter that you are speaking with like ladies or gents. It's about your confidence, how much confident you feel. Then you
hmm,
can tackle any situation, you can deal with any person.
hmm,
Yeah, by
hmm.
speaking basically.
Okay. What does reading give you?
Sorry.
Re- what does reading give you? What do you read? Like you read the
Okay.
newspapers or
Yeah, I read newspaper and one of my favorite books, which is Munshi Premchand stories, which is in English version. I ordered it last year. So whenever
hmm,
I get time, I used to read that book because when I read things, so it's my personal opinion, personal I can say perception basically. When we read
hmm,
something, we that moment we get two kind of benefit, different kind of benefit. First of all, the I can say the concrete words, and the other thing is grammatical patterns we get to know when we read
hmm,
things,
hmm,
like which
hmm.
kind of grammar rules is being scripted over
Applied.
there, so then we get to know.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Oh, it has been basically the stories have been translated by somebody in English.
Yeah, yeah, there are many stories. Yeah, so
Okay.
that is why I prefer reading books. But nowadays I was totally inclined to converse with people. So I was like I am lacking something. The thing was that basically that I was not reading things. So again I thought, no, 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 I have to do this anyhow so that I can just maintain this. I can retain my my basically my interest, so that
mm,
I can read books and I can get to know more words, new words. Yeah.
mm, mm. And then you use those words in your
Yeah.
day-to-day
Really helps
conversation.
it. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm. And how does one expand one's vocabulary?
Vocabularies, I can say, if I tell you about a beginner, so definitely a beginner needs at least some
Yeah,
day to day words and
correct,
basic grammar.
correct,
Basic
correct.
grammar, it's
Say,
really
for example, say I am a beginner and I want to get into the next level. So for that, if I need to expand my vocabulary, what is the the practical way of doing it?
okay. Practical way, I can say that try to read things, and whenever you come across words, try to write down. And
Mm,
if you feel like I don't have much time, so what you can do at the same moment, just try to attach that particular word in a sentence, in any kind of example you can make, you can construct in your mind. Let's say I take one word, pragmatic. Have you heard this word?
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah. So
Use it in
okay,
the
that
sentence. Yeah,
yeah, you know this word, okay, but even though
yeah,
I am telling you, I'm
mm,
telling you, okay,
yeah, yeah.
like
No problem.
pragmatic.
Yeah. Mm,
Like, how do you take this word? Are you practical? Are you realistic in your life? Do you
mm,
very, I can say, instant to take the decision? Basically, are you decisive? If you are
mm,
like this, so you can just add this word, attach this word with the same
mm,
situation,
mm,
or you
mm,
can say all the things hypothetically, or you can choose a metaphor and just add that particular word in particular sentence, so-called sentence, and that's how you can
mm,
get it
mm,
registered in your mind by speaking, by just
mm,
adding
mm,
the word with some particular sentences or any kind of your memories or examples. Yeah.
mm. Okay. Oh, you're saying that for you to take it inside your mind, you relate it to something, and then so
Yeah,
that you
basically
forget it. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I
it should be
understood.
resonant. It should be resonant. That's at the
Because
end of
you
the
cannot
moment.
by
What?
heart it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
At the
Got it.
end of the day, you are not going to forget that word. It will automatically get inculcated in your mind. It's going to be scripted. Yeah.
Yeah. Like generally, usually, like expect, accept. Generally, people tend to beginners. They tend to stumble a little when it comes to accept, expect, isn't
Happens.
it? Like this, there are many words which are very similar, but the meanings are different.
Yeah, there are many words.
Where the meanings are different, and sometimes we know, but when speaking at the heat of the moment, you there is a slip of the tongue.
Yeah.
So what
Yes,
happens
slipped
is,
of tongue.
yeah, yeah, correct. So but the other person is not able to understand because the meaning should be conveyed clearly. That is the
Basically, yeah. The
main
thing is
aim of
that literally,
conversation.
yeah. Yeah, true
Uh.
that.
That's
Yeah.
what I was asking. And do you emphasize on pronunciation?
Absolutely, it plays a very vital role, I can say, when it comes to speak in English, because if you pronouncing the word in the right way, okay, the other person also get your particular word in the same context. If there's a little bit, I can say, difference, then
Hmm.
definitely the word can go wrong, and the meaning as well. So yeah, pronunciation does really matter here when it comes to
It
speaking
matters.
English.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there are many people, they are, they just don't emphasize pronouncing the word in a right way. So
Hmm.
I think to enhance your way of speaking, basically communication skills, so you
Yeah.
must pay a heed towards pronunciation.
Yeah, because sometimes what happens is our native language is that influence is so strong sometimes that we don't pronounce it the way it has to be pronounced.
Yeah,
Like how if
absolutely.
that's what happens. Like how you can make out if a South Indian speaks Hindi, you can easily make out that he's a South Indian or she's a South
Yeah,
Indian speaking Hindi. Why? Because that pronunciation differs, isn't it?
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
So what should we do to learn the pronunciation right? Is it when you are learning itself, learn it the right way? Is that the solution for it? What do you?
Initially, I can say for a beginner, I can say try to speak out things. Just put across your thoughts in English. For a beginner, I'm telling you, like
Mm,
to a beginner, what should be happening? The thing is, try to just eradicate your fear, because yeah, this happens and this has happened with me many a times. When it comes to speaking English, I used to replenish myself to, with the fear, inhibition, that okay, I just can't go further, I just can't speak in English. So first of all, you need to conquer over that kind of fear, inhibition, basically. And the next thing is that yes, when you are you are like you can speak English, you can
mm,
converse with people,
mm,
then you can work on your pronunciation and all,
mm, mm,
so on so forth. Okay, but initially you have to just make your mind and just train your mouth to speak in English. That really matters initially.
mm. Because when we learn it, if we learn with the correct pronunciation, it is easy. Once we learn and then if we are asked to change, it becomes a little difficult. Like how,
Yeah,
mistakes we learn easily, but correction comes, it takes time, isn't it? The
yeah,
mistaken ones or the mistakes come very easily to us. But when we know that we are making a mistake, but correcting it takes time and
yeah, it
effort,
takes
isn't
times,
it?
and
Uh,
definitely I totally concur with that. But yeah,
uh,
initially it's only my perception that once
yeah, correct.
somebody is a
I agree.
beginner, so they need to focus on, first of all, to just remove your fear, the hesitation, basically. Because definitely it's not about the beginner. Anyone can go
Any,
wrong, make
yes,
mistakes, and
yes,
go stuck, sometimes go blank. So it's not about the
yes,
beginner, it can happen with anybody
yes.
else's. Okay, so initially what we have to do, just train your mind as well as your mouth to speak words in English. Try to do this initially. Yeah,
And I think practice, practice, and practice, nothing else.
yeah,
That is
absolutely.
the
And
key
try
to.
to listen things
Yeah,
more, because that moment
yeah,
we need.
yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
also
I was
plays a
just
very
coming to that.
crucial role.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. That even listening plays a very important role. And maybe, but
absolutely.
it may differ from person to person. Some people may learn better by listening. Some people may learn better, by reading. It depends from each person's plus and minus, the strengths that they have. Yeah. But I think listening also plays an important role, isn't it?
Yeah,
What do you
absolutely,
listen to?
absolutely.
What do
Sorry.
you listen to? What do
I,
you listen to?
okay, I listen podcast. English
Yeah.
podcast, some motivational keynote speakers video I use whenever I feel like. So I just listen them. Yeah.
And you observe, the way they speak, the way
Yeah,
they
and
use.
they
Hmm,
absolutely. Sorry to
hmm,
interrupt you. And I got to know many words when I listen somebody. So
hmm.
I got to
Yeah,
know a lot of words. So that is why I feel like it's a very nice way to
nice way.
two things,
Yeah.
two, I can say two kind of aspects of benefit I'm getting that moment, pronouncing the word in a right way, and sometimes new concrete word I'm that moment I come across. So I think yeah, I'm getting two benefits at once, to killing two birds with one
Words
stone.
in one stone. Yes, true, true,
That is
true.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And good speakers can really, motivate you and, you can learn a lot. Correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. True, true, true. Anything else?
Mhm. Yeah, so you tell me, like, when it comes to talk on some particular topics, so there are people,
Yeah.
if I tell you like beginners, so they go very blank and they hesitate. So what can be options? What can be the options to, to just conquer that moment, so that the beginner can speak at least 3 to 4 sentences
Mm.
when it comes to talk on some particular topic?
Okay. See, if it is for a beginner level, then I would suggest not to get into a topic straight away, because first learn, to speak regularly, then get into a topic. Or if at all you want to get into a topic, then like know beforehand. Don't go in for impromptu, or don't go in for at that moment only I got to know the topic, because they will stumble and fumble, and it'll make them maybe a little scared. So that they get the time to write down something, jot down something, and prepare something, and then speak. This
Okay,
is
but
my perception.
okay, so I
Mm.
there's a different perception. If I tell you on the contrary, the thing is, let's say if I'm choosing some very basic words, let's say chair, let's say a pen. So at least 3 to 4 sentences anyone can form, anyone
Yeah,
can build. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
to a beginner I would like to say that start with, you have to start with likewise this, just take a head start speaking, speaking on these kind of trivial things, choose one object, any particular thing, and try to speak over that particular thing, so called thing, at least 3 to 5 sentence, so that you can just train your mouth to speak, and you can just try to just strain your mind, calculate your mind that okay, I am to think over, I am to just ponder over that, about that particular so-called topic, so-called word, and that moment I can make my mouth to speak in English. So I think that's a very nice way to speak things. At the end
Okay.
of the day, what we have to
When
do,
you said
at
topic, when you said topic, I didn't mean word. I meant topic.
ma'am, topic can be anything, it's just
Yeah,
about any
but
word.
what I said was not for these words. I was saying like, can we talk on, importance of trees? Can we talk on,
No, no, no,
that's what
no,
I
no.
meant when I was telling you these things. These things are,
No, you were saying right. Your perception was
mm,
totally right, and I'm totally agree with that. I'm not, just countering your point. I'm just telling you, a beginner has to start saying
correct. I
things
got it.
on
I
these
got
kind of, trivial
Yes.
things, so that
Yes.
he or she can make herself himself to speak in English.
Yes.
Basically,
Mm-hmm.
start
I
with
got
these
it.
kind of trivial things, trivial things.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
your
You are
point was correctly right. I'm not,
Yeah,
crossing your
I maybe
point of view.
because the moment you said topic, what I understood it as like something to talk about, dowry system or something like that,
No, 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 no.
social media. That's how I took it. So my points were based on that. Of course, yes, this is called as word association. We need to have word association. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
important.
we can also talk over
Yes.
procrastination,
Yeah.
attitude, criticism,
Yeah.
happiness. So at
Yeah.
least we have some kind of, some words, some sentences, so that
Correct.
at least we can say, we cannot keep mum all the time. Okay, so we
Correct.
should have that kind of, I can say, the capability, the capacity to speak, and we must have the potential basically.
Correct. 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 You're right. You're right. I agree. 100%. I agree. Yes. Yes. Take any things, like as you said, our day-to-day things. Things that are in the kitchen, things that are in the bedroom, things that are in the
Yeah.
living room, whatever. Day-to-day things.
Yeah, at the end of the day I will conclude it that it's we, and we have to just make our mouth to speak in English. If we want to lose our weight, then we have to work out, no? Nobody's going to
Correct.
do workout on behalf of us. So it's we, and we have to do it anyhow. So start with, small tiny things.
Correct. And slowly upscale your
Yeah,
vocabulary. Yes.
absolutely.
Once you are little bit, comfortable, then start using a different word for it so that, it beautifies the sentence more and it adds
Absolutely.
the same
It
meaning.
is the second level. It
Yeah.
is the second
Yes.
second step, I can say, when we are, we have to
Yes.
level up our English and our communication skills. It's the second stage,
Yes.
I can say. Initially, to a beginner, they must have this kind of, capability to speak at least 3 to 5 sentences.
Correct. Correct. And then once you are comfortable and you are confident, then take one step at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it also depends on
exactly.
your grasping level and your flair for language. Some people maybe, like they may be very catchy, they can catch fast, isn't it? So
Yeah,
it all depends on each individual strength and weakness. You are
yeah,
right. You're right.
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. So what is your long-term goal?
See, it's been 2 months and a few days since when I, started my new journey. New journey meaning like talking with people, having conversational video or audio talk. So it's been basically 2 months, you can say, and after 4 months, meaning it will be completing 6 months. So yeah, I can say that I am seeing myself after 6 months that I will be doing far better, and I will be much confident. Like if I compare myself today and that time. Yeah.
You see yourself as a better version of yourself.
Yeah. I just want to extract my best out of me. Bestest thing. Yeah.
Apart from passion, what else drives you to, to this towards this English language?
uh, as you told earlier, like passion. So yeah, this is my passion, my fascination, and since my childhood I used to have a dream, I can say, that I wish I could speak in English. So basically I can say I'm totally contented with this state right now. I'm having like this much confidence, I am having right now, this confident person I am right now. So yeah,
Mm-mm.
the passion, basically the passion, the fascination.
Any other reason you had besides this? Nothing.
Nothing. As I told you, since my childhood, and I
Only your
didn't do
passion.
anything.
Mm.
I didn't do anything. I didn't put in effort for that. But yeah, I had, I can say, a habit. Basically, I used to, collect words wherever, like, I found word, I used to write down in my diary. So yeah, and this kind of ignition was alive. Speaking in English and conversing with people in English. This ignition was alive. That is why I am this right now. That decision which I took 3 years back, had I not taken that decision earlier, I would not have doing this much things, and I would not have been this much confident person, which is I am right now.
Everything happens for the best. Yes.
Uh, Absolutely.
Correct. 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 Yes. True. Anything
So I
else?
think, yeah, nothing, ma'am. I think it's done. So we need to just wind up this session.
Yeah.
Okay. So it
Yeah.
was very
Okay.
nice and
Yeah. Nice
enthralling
talking.
conversation with you.
Yeah. Nice talking to
Okay.
you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
and take
Bye
care.
bye.
Bye.
Take